Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Bosch WAN28282 1400 spin 8kg washer. What I want to do today is take you around the washer, show you some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, we'll just go through the dimensions of the machine. Now on most machines they are pretty standard, but in my videos I do like to cover the dimensions. So as far as the width, you're looking at 60 centimeters or just on, well, around 23.5 inches. The height of it, so you're looking at 84.5 centimeters or just under 33.5 inches. And then the depth, front to back. So this would be really the installed depth. So just going back to the back of the machine, if you're into the front lip here, you're looking at around 53 centimeters or around 21 inches. Or if we're going to include the door as well, then really you're looking at 60 centimeters or again around 23.5 inches. When you first turn the machine on, you'll notice that you've got a really nice clear white LED display. I absolutely love this, and it's something that does go down very well with customers. Now previously, so on previous generations of Bosch machines, they've gone with a red display, but I think they've realised after doing some customer research that white is really the way to go. It tends to be a little bit easier to read. Now all I want to do, I'm not going to go through all of the programs in detail, but I just want to mention some of the programs that are on this machine. So this is the first one. This is the cotton program. This is probably one of the more popular options that people will select. When it comes to things like the temperature selection, you just press the button here and it goes down from, well, on this program it goes 90 degrees, 60, 40, 30, 20 and then just cold. So that would just be washing in the temperature of the water is arriving into the machine. So it's nice to have a good selection of temperatures on here. Now you won't have all of these temperature options on all of the programs. So for things like easy care programs or things like the mixed load, then you won't have the higher temperatures. That's mainly reserved for things like the cotton programs where you're going to be washing for a lot longer. Also on here you have got the spin speed options. So I did mention earlier that this has a maximum spin speed of up to 1400 RPM. And you can go down from there, so 1200, 1000, 800, 600, 400 and then down to a no spin option. So that could be good if you just wanted to not spin the clothes at the end and just suspend the clothes in the final rinse water, then you've got that option as well. So while I'm still on the cotton program, then if I go back up to say 40 degrees and the spin speed of 1400, then as you can see that program will take roughly 3 hours 15 minutes. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, well, that is a really long program. You do have an option on here to speed the program up. So if you press the speed perfect, that reduces the time by approximately a half, but you will find that the load size that you can put in is reduced as well, but at least you've got the option to speed the program up. You have got other quicker programs, I'll show you around the other side. But if you were to wash at 40 degrees, then on that program, that will consume around 89 litres of water. So it's quite a lot of water that will take for that program. If you want to keep it more energy efficient, I'd recommend moving on to the next program, Eco 40 to 60. As you can see, this will take around the same time. So if you're comparing the cotton program at 3 hours 15, this one is 3 hours 23, so not a lot in it. You will find on these programs that they will take in the amount of water according to the wash load. So if it is a full load of say 8 kilograms, then it will consume these maximum figures that I'm just about to tell you on this program. But if it's only say half a load, then it will actually reduce the amount of water that it takes in for the program, and also it can reduce the wash time as well. So they are pretty intelligent machines. But I was just going to mention, so on this program, the Eco 40 to 60, if you were to put in a full load in, then rather than 89 litres for this program, this will only consume around 69 litres. So potentially that's a 20 litre saving per wash. Now if you are washing a lot, so if you have got say quite a big family, some people are doing a load or several loads a day, then 20 litres per wash is a huge amount. Clearly you need to take into account the time of the program, but it's just something to bear in mind anyway. As you come around here, so some of these programs, They are a reduced load, so on an easy care program you are looking around 4 kilograms. So both of the first programs you can put in the maximum capacity of up to 8 kilograms. So easy care, that goes up to 4, and clearly that's a little bit quicker. As you come around to some of the more specialised programs, the woolen program here, that's a much smaller load, so it's only a 2 kilogram load, but then it's pretty quick wash as well. And I did mention about the temperature earlier. So on this program, you don't want it to go up to 90 degrees or 60. The maximum temperature on this for the woolens is 40 degrees. And also the spin speed, so the maximum spin on here is up to 800 RPM. This program tends to go down very well with customers. This is called Super Quick 15 and 30. And on this one, so as it says, you've either got a 30-minute program, or if you press the speed perfect, that's a 15-minute program. So really good option if the kids need their, say, PE kit washing first thing in the morning, and if you've got the ability to dry it before they get to school, then this could be a lifesaver for you. Then you come around to things like the mixed load, and then you've got the rinse and spin option. So that'll be around 22 minutes to do that, or spin only and drain. Then as you come around this side, you've got things like the Hygiene Plus. So that's mainly a higher temperature wash, and what it will do is it will maintain the temperature here for a slightly longer period than on some of these programs, and that can really help. So if you've got somebody in the household that suffers from things like allergies, then that could be a really good program to select. Drum Clean is the next one around the dial, and with this is designed to clean the machine. So I'd recommend probably once a month. Just pop it on this program. As you can see, it's an hour and 10 minutes. Don't put any clothes in. So there are special sachets that you can buy to put in to help clean the machine. But this is really designed to just run on its own without the clothes in. And I'd recommend doing it from new. So even after a month of owning it, keep doing it, because what you'll find is if you leave it, for example, a year, which some people tend to do, then before they start to use this program, then you might find that the machine might have got a bit dirty in the process, rather than just enabling the drum clean. Then you've got other programs around here, things like the Delicate Silk, downwear, waterproofs. So if you've got things like waterproof jacket or coats or trousers, that could be a good one for you. You've got dedicated jeans or dark wash on here. So if you've got a lot of denim in your family that needs to be washed, then that could be a good one to select. And the reason you've got things like this, specialised programs, are things like the way they wash and the way that they rinse and spin is different to some of the programs around this side. The same with this one, things like shirts. I tend to find in my family, I've got a couple of lads, and between the three of us, we get through quite a few shirts during the week. So I do tend to use this program quite a lot. Just the way that it washes and rinses, especially spins at the end, it doesn't leave everything too creased, which for me, when it comes to things like shirts program, that's quite key for me. And then the final thing, as you go to the off position, you'll see everything goes off here. Just turn it back on to show you the last couple of things on the display. Now you have got, I'll work from left to right, I've covered the temperature and the spin speed. You've got a little key symbol on here, so if you've come here to have a look at this video because you've got a little key symbol on the front, then it's because you've enabled the child lock. And what happens is that now you can't do anything, so you've got a little key symbol flashing, and basically what that does, that just stops little fingers coming along and playing with the buttons during the program. And to take that off, all you need to do is just press those two buttons there, and it's taken it off. So now we can use the machine again. You have got a time delay option, so if you've got things like cheap electricity during the night, where you've got say economy 7, then you can delay this for up to 24 hours. The main advantage is if it doesn't have to be for say during the night. That's it, yeah, 24 hours. It could just be that you want it to come on later in the day, but it's nice that Bosch have put it on the machine again. You've got the speed perfect I've covered, that's where it reduces the time of the program. Extra rinse, if you've got somebody in the household, again with sensitive skin, that you wanted to add an extra rinse to the end of the program, then you've got the option there. So it just adds a little bit of time on there. So it added 11 minutes, which for a lot of people, especially if you're washing on these kind of programs that over 3 hours, then another 11 minutes shouldn't be an issue. Then you've got the pre-wash. Now pre-wash, I suppose I'm surprised that Bosch still put it on the machines, but apparently they think there is a need for it. As I say, it does add time onto the program. So 3 hours 15 up to 3 hours 45, so it's adding another 30 minutes on to the program. But if you're washing things like football kits or rugby kits that are really dirty, then that could be quite a lifesaver for you. Then you've got the start and reload button at the end there. As we open the soap drawer, then that's nice and easy to pull out. Now you might have noticed that you get this in the packet, and this is basically designed to stop the liquid. So if you use liquid in your machine, then I'd always recommend just popping this in. It just slots in on the left hand side here, and what that will do is it just stops the liquid running through the machine before it's required at a certain part of the wash. If you're going to use things like powder, then you can still put it in here, but I'd recommend, well, don't use this, because what you'll find is that the powder will get stuck there and it won't take it all through during the duration of the wash. If you want to take it out, so if you want to take the soap drawer out, just press the button in the middle and that pulls out. So it's nice and easy to take out, keep clean. You have got the option here to unclip the front bit, and you can just put this part into, say, a dishwasher or wash it in hot soapy water and to take this off. Last thing you want to do is to put this front part into a dishwasher under a high temperature, because you could find that it will take the nice shiny finish off the whole of the front, and it will look silly when you're putting it back on compared to the rest of the fascia on the front of the machine. And then just clip that back into place, then you're ready to go. When it comes to opening the door, nice and easy, just pull the door like that, and then it does open basically 180 degrees. So that's something I try and point out. It just gets the door well out of the way when it comes to loading the machine. Now Bosch have still continued to use metal hinges and door catches, which again is something I do point out to customers, because some brands are going with plastic or nylon hinges and door catches, and you'll find they don't last. It doesn't matter what the manufacturers say, they're not as strong as metal ones. We see some machines when they come back, when they start to be replaced, and it's quite embarrassing sometimes. We see some brands of machines that they're using plastic hinges mainly, just where somebody's leant on the door slightly, could be one of the children accidentally, and it's broke the hinge. So well done Bosch for sticking with metal hinges and door catches. As far as the porthole size, it's not the biggest on the market, so you're looking at 27 centimetres or just, well, around 10.5 inches, but really for an 8 kilogram machine that's more than enough. You'll also find at the bottom here you have got the option, so just take that off. You've got a little hose. This is designed so that if you had a power cut and if you needed to empty the machine, then all you need to do is to get a bowl or a tray under the front here, just take that out, pull the end off, and any water that's in the machine will come out through here. So that's a really good option. Also, if you do have things like coins in your trousers, which is quite a common thing, for some reason within my household kids always leave stuff in the pockets, and I do try and go through and take everything out of the pockets, but on the odd occasion I do forget. If anything's going to fall out, then it normally goes down to this part in the filter. You can also find, if you do have say an E code on the front here on the Bosch machine, then 9 times out of 10 it's that the filter down here is blocked. So to get rid of that, I have done separate videos on this. I'll post a link below to show you how to do it. But essentially all you need to do is to take this out. First of all, you need to empty the water from the machine. If you open that when you've got water in the machine, you're going to get very soggy feet. So take that out, empty the filter, whatever's in there. Sometimes it's just lint or rubbish, or it could even be things like tissue. If you've left tissue in there, then once you've cleared that out, pop that back in, and then just start the program and away you go. I'll just show you the energy label on the machine. As you can see here, it's a C energy rating. Consumes approximately 62 kilowatt hours per 100 cycles. Just proving it's an 8 kilogram wash load, and then you've got 47 litres of water. That's measured on one of the individual programs rather than all of the programs. It's a B energy efficiency for the spinning, and on average it'll be around 75 decibels when it comes to the spinning, so a B performance there. So not too bad. You will find that if you're comparing it to other machines around the same price, then this is actually pretty good. I'll just show you around the back of the machine, so if you are going to install it yourself, this could be quite useful for you. First of all, you've got 4 transit bolts at the back here. Just remove that. So you've got the 4 transit bolts, and these have to be removed before you even entertain connecting the machine. That's imperative, as it says here. I'm glad Bosch have done this. They've put the sticker over the mains lead to hopefully make sure you read this. If you don't take the transit bolts out, there's a very, very good chance that it will damage the machine, and that won't be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. Talking about the manufacturer's warranty, as standard on Bosch appliances, they normally arrive with a 2-year warranty. Have a look out, because there might be a certain time of the year where it arrives with a enhanced warranty. At this time of recording, it is coming with a 5-year warranty, but I'm not saying if you're watching this at a later date, then you could find that it will arrive with a 2-year warranty. So just have a look out for that. Other things to point out, you've got the waste hose at the top left here, and you've got the mains down the bottom left. Of course, you do get a new inlet hose as well with it. You will find that it's always recommended to try and use the new hose when you're connecting up the machine. If you do have to use extension hoses, or if you've already got a long hose in place, then at least take the washer out and replace with one from here. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these machines, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Bosch WAN28282GB. There's lots of 2s and lots of 8s in that model number. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick video on that washing machine there. Please give us a thumbs up, click subscribe on my YouTube video, and leave any comments below. I do always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad about the video. I've got one of these on display at the moment, so if you've come here looking for something, if I've not answered the question, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. As I say, because I've got these on display, they're all powered up for people to come and have a look at. Also, if you have got one of these, so if you've got a Bosch washing machine like this, doesn't necessarily have to be this model in particular, but if you've got a Bosch washing machine like this, let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.